When should you start talking to your kids about healthy relationships? My answer is now. And you may wonder, how can you say now when you don't know anything about my child? You don't know how old they are. You don't know anything. I don't need to know. The answer is now. I want you to know that I've done sessions with even elementary age children, and I will tell you that one of the first things that will derail a child's day is feeling like their friends are mad at them. In particular, they'll say one friend got mad at them because recess or physical education class that they wanted to play with some other kids. Okay. And that child becomes upset with them. They may tell them they're not their friend anymore. And I get it. We typically have chalked that up as to just kid stuff. And, it's just all of us have gone through that and we turned out okay. But I want you to know that I've taken a harder look at this over time because I do believe that when children become conditioned to this, both sides. So, one, the side that believes that they have ownership of this other child and that they should not be playing with anyone else really speaks to an insecurity of that child already at a young age and a possessiveness of this other person. So the insecurity, maybe they feel like they won't be accepted by other kids. So they've really latched on to this one person that allows them to have a sense of security. And outside of that, it won't come across their mind to either join in with the other kids and that child or to go independently play with other kids and make other connections. They will be fixated on that one child and they'll make that one child responsible for their feelings, their happiness, and their emotion. And so, in an effort to make that child not do that anymore, they will simply say that they don't like them anymore, they're not their friend anymore. And let's just be honest with it, it's manipulation. It's manipulation at a very young age. And so we need to be addressing these things when we see it in our kids. On the flip side, so I first told you about, a child that would be sad about it. Well, we need to also be educating that child too and empowering them, letting them know that nobody owns them, that nobody gets to treat them that way or gets to turn off and on whether they like them or not based upon what they do or don't do. In other words, teaching them that it's not okay for people to dangle love over their head or acceptance, and that not to dangle their loyalty or making the love or the friendship conditional. I know you may think that I'm over exaggerating for nitpicking something like this so small, but I just want you to imagine if these things go unaddressed, they become conditioned to being that way. And then what happens is then parents get really, really concerned when these same children become teenagers. And you'll have some that are like very strong in personality and they're manipulating and running amok. And then you'll have this other set of kids who kind of concede and they follow and they do whatever everybody else is doing because they've not been empowered at a young age. So I do believe both ways that these kids are kind of sort of responding are both on both sides in very insecure ways. And so we do need to help build our kids up and build up an identity in them, like things that are not surrounded around or attached to other people. Because guess what? it then rolls into adulthood. Okay. And that is how some people get wrapped up in emotions and they get manipulated in very abusive situations. So I just want to encourage, if you have any connection to kids, so you don't have to be a parent. It can be in your line of work, it can be nieces, nephews, cousins. If you are connected with a child and you notice these things on both sides, either they're treating someone like a possession or they are being made to feel guilty because another child is doing that, we need to be addressing it and intervening very early. I hope you found this helpful. Until next time, take care.